welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Ty Chandler to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now. And now the ball's in his hands.
First and 10, it's McCarthy. To the left side, brought in by Hopkinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy hits his tight end on the corner route. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, McCarthy. Thielens got it, complete. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here. McCarthy on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now we'll give up the middle to Jones. Room inside the 10. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know That's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Jones will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. It might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
22 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
12 more yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18 more yards.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This is the first red zone opportunity for the Bears. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Williams to throw. They set up the screen here to Swift. It's inside the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
With that down in distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Johnson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. A tight end in motion now. On play action, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. Williams from the gun. And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
2nd down carry for Jones. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Minnesota.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got a first to begin the frame. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. McCarthy to throw it. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Vikings.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. It's caught, that's Thielen. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another throw here for McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third down, here's Jones. He has the 1st down to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Take this in for the score. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. And finds Komet downfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Running behind center with Swift. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams off the play fake. He just throws this one away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
One of the tight ends in motion left. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears looking at 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams set to pass. Chased out to his right. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Swift. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Bears earn the chance to tie before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Santos now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And at 45 seconds left, the clock isn't exactly their friend, Brock, but still enough time to put a quick drive together. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, McCarthy to throw. He's running with it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Bronc, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back jack with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Williams to throw. Komet brings it in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Takes out a 1-stop, and he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vikings now set to take the field. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jones trying the left side. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Bears' 37-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running right, this is Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ruben Hippolyte on the stop. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. operating from the gun. It's McCarthy. Thielen's got it. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead they go with Jones. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Reichert connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On play action. Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
That's good for us Chicago Bears.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
A draw now. This is Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Giving 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Going to run again with Swift. Works his way to the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's good for us Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Williams on the play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Williams from the gun. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They're on the counter with Swift. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Running for it with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
The score, Bears 21, Vikings 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's going to go down right along midfield stripe. That one hits for 30. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a fourth quarter lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
24, Bears 21.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears about set for their next possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
25 yards on the play. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, here's Swift. 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Fits it through the middle. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of
think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears down by only 3. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Swift. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Bears jump in front late. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Vikings 24.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first.
It's a gain of 8.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 34.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Back to throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Minnesota.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Setting up to pass. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's McCarthy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Motioning the tight end left. First and 10. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Another throw here for McCarthy. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCarthy to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B. over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
To throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended for Justin.
Dude, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. Got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Bears 28.
Here's Reichard, set to kick this away.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Got his target, Zacchaeus. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 43. And the tackle quickly follows that catch, and this one reaches the 23. All right, now there's the timeout. So seemingly down to their final breath, they get the big play, Brock, and now a field goal forces overtime.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. This from 40 on the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 7 to go on this opening drive of overtime. Working from the gun, Williams. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Williams to throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, big interception here. And the Vikings surprise them with the interception. And now have a chance to win this game. We all know you want that ball first in overtime, Brock. You get the chance to dictate how this period starts. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives the other team a chance to win it all right here.
Such a two-sided coin, right? Offensively can't happen. Just cannot happen. But defensively, you know exactly what those defenders are saying to their buddies running on the field. Go do it. Go finish. Go finish that pick, end this game, and let's go celebrate.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
47-yard line.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Minnesota.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Jones, right side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd down, here's an option. And they'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. 4th down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Bronk Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Chicago.